All right, everybody, we are going to start. All right, hold on. I don't know that this screen is actually sharing with y'all. So let's see. Good morning. Let me try this again. It didn't do the little green around the screen. Aha, now it's sharing. All right. We are doing the next lesson using the free version of Canva to just help you as an author be able to do some marketing for your book or for your websites. So the next thing we're going to do is social media posts. Okay, we know social media is, I just was reading some statistics about, it's the way to reach people now. And I can't remember how many, almost billions of users or something like that that's on Facebook. So anyway, Facebook is the number one social media outlet, but not everybody's on Facebook. So that's the number one thing is you have to remember as an author, where is your audience? You want to appeal to and do the social media where your audience or where your folks that are going to buy your books hang out. So it's important to do your research to know your ideal reader or the person who is buying your books. And the reason I say that is because if you're a children's book author, your reader is children, but who actually buys the book? It's the parents, it's the grown-ups, the adults. So you need to know where your reader's hanging out. We're going to pretend that most everybody's readers are hanging out on Facebook. So we're going to do some social media posts. I'm going to show you how to make some really classy, cool looking social media post templates for Facebook that revolve around your book. And we're going to do one totally from scratch. I haven't even done this yet for some new ones. I need some better ones. And for the children's book that I have for the Diary of a Recycled Dog and getting some of his social media posts more streamlined. So we're going to go up here and click. Now, while Facebook has a specific measurement, and you can see those down here, and then social media 800 by 800, as long you can choose this generic social media post as long as you remember to not put some critical text up here at the top, because see how the Facebook post is a little bit smaller, or there's some space right here. You just don't want to put critical text here, because the ideal sizing that they have here, this 940 by 788 pixels, that's so that when somebody is scrolling through, the whole image shows up on their news feed. They don't have to click over, and so you want to make it easy for people. You don't want them to have to click to see the whole message. You want to put everything there so that it's all there, easy for them to read. So we'll use this Facebook post size. I've been kind of always using that social media size, but that's what I said. We're going to start here from scratch, and we're going to use the social media size. And, I want to show you a really cool, easy, fun technique to make, some of these posts. Like this one right here is really neat. It's got a neat background, and it's got that white square in the middle. And in case you don't know, that's called transparency. They do that by some magic called transparency. So what you can do for a social media post, I'm going to show you two quick and easy ways. The first one is to just do a simple background, and you can do a color that is the color of your book, or you can use some of these templates and you can, that have these neat little graphics inside, but you can change the color of the template. And what I mean is, let's say that you really like, what is that graphic? That graphic is cherries. Well, I don't like that for my dog. Let's see. Let's look at, I kind of like these stripes because it's, I don't know, it's active and it's busy. But for the book that I'm going to be doing social media posts for, the Diary of a Recycled Dog, red is his theme. That was the first collar that was purchased for him, was red. And that's just kind of Denver's theme color is red. So I want to change my color. I want to get into the red zone. So I'm going to click that, but that's not even red enough. So I want to click that color box up there and get into the color wheel and find a bolder red color that I like for Denver. And you may say, whoa, Kim, that is a lot of red. Well, I'm going to show you how we're going to tame that down a little bit. And the other thing that I needed to have also pointed out to you is that, if you know your color code number right here, and you've already got your colors for your social media, or for your branding, for your book colors, you can automatically put your colors in. Pardon me while I thumb through, because I don't have Denver's color memorized, but I did write down his color. But I don't have it in this notebook, apparently. That's what comes. Oh, here it is. Denver's red. Denver's red color that I'm using is the color code F81D26. And see how everything started changing right there? Now I type that in. Now there's Denver's red color. That's his color. And I want to do some social media posts, but I want to have a template. I don't want to have to always be recreating things. Get your templates saved and done, and then you can reuse them. So in this instance, I'm going to use the shapes. Let's see. I'm going to use the square and put that in here. I'm going to center it up for right now, but I want to show you the power of the transparency to really make it look cool. Now see, that kind of tones it down. It's not so much red. And then what I would do to really make my template, because I know I'm going to be using this template constantly when I'm doing little social media posts that Denver the Recycled Dog does. He's got a fan club here on Facebook, and he's always dishing out some of his dog wisdom or whatever, quotes from the book. I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm going to grab his first book, which was The Diary of a Recycled Dog. Now, what I have not done is I haven't uploaded his transparent version of the book yet. See that one? I could put that one there, but see, there's white, and there's a transparent version which cuts out the white. But I don't have that uploaded right now, and I need to whip this out real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the 2D version. I'm cool with that. I'm going to just use it real small, not too small. I'm going to pop it down here and let it kind of offset. Okay, that's his. And he's got some fans that love him, think he's cute, and I kind of think he's cute too. So I'm going to pop him down here, and I am going to put his website down here, because again, with branding, you want to always, You know, guess what? When you put .com or .org or .net, you do not have to put the www. Everybody knows you're going to the web. You're going to www. So that can save you some space. denverthedog.com. And whoops, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. I just want it sitting down here. Okay. Now, I've got a template here. I can do his Denver Dog Wisdom or something else, but you know, I've got his basic social media template here. So I'm going to call it, that's my shortcut for him, DTD, Denver the Dog Social Media Template. And I'm going to save that, and I'm going to go ahead and download it so that I have it. Now, here's another trick that I want to show you real quick, because I'm going to make some different, and the reason I download it is because I'm just like a download, I hoard downloads, and then I have to end up sorting them and organizing them, but I can't get away from that old school of leaving things in the cloud. That's something I have to work on because it causes me a lot of work, but we've got it saved. So if I refresh the screen here, it's going to show right here, Denver the Dog Social Media Template. Okay, that was just the basic template. Now, what I want to do is I want to make a copy of that template, and it threw it over here. It throws it around, depends on where there's space. Okay, I'm going to click that because I want to make my Denver's Dog Wisdom template. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rename it because he sometimes dishes out some of his dog wisdom, like let the old dogs go first. You don't have to always be first. Let the old dogs go first. But what I'm going to do is I want to just go ahead. Whoa. Ooh, hello. That was Denver and Grumpy Dog. I'm going to stretch out here. I actually want his words to be in black. I think it's easier to read. I'll go down here and make that one black as well. I've had several folks. His demographic book, while it's written for children, it tends to be falling in that grandparents are loving to buy this book for their grandkids and share it with their grandkids. But what I was going to say is that it's been said to me by a couple of folks in that demographics that the white is harder for them to read. They like the black typeface or the black font color. So that's where you need to know your market, and you know your reader, and you know what they like, and you cater to them. Let's see. Denver's Dog Wisdom. And just because I kind of want everybody to really know that's what's fixing to go down here, I'm going to put that there. And I also have a paw print. It was some free open clip art. Here we go. And I'm going to stick that up here just because that's kind of like a signature thing with him. I may move it later. I'll see how it goes. But anyway, this is my main template now is what I'm getting at. I don't type anything else in here this time. This is my template for Denver's Dog Wisdom. And I'm going to be, everything within me wants to click that and download, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to not do it. I'm going to turn over a new leaf right now. So this is his main template. And why that's important is you go over here and refresh. I wanted to see if it refreshed, it would and it's not going to generate the preview yet. But anyway, I've got the template there. So now when I'm ready to sit down and do some batch work and make some social media posts about his dog wisdom, all I have to do is click here and go and make a copy and then go in and edit. And uh-oh, that didn't work. It didn't save. Oh, you know what? Download is I knew there was a reason why I was always downloading. I'm not going to rewind and cut this. This is a learn and go. The downloading kind of acts as though as a save mechanism, and it lets Canva know that you're through with your creation. And so if I go back to the social media template, now it will have the title saved in there. Well, Canva's playing tricks on me today. Hold on. Let me get all these X'd off. Hello. Whoops. Let me go back and share the screen again. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. I need to move this bar out of the way because I almost click it a lot. Sorry. Okay. Let's click that one off. Let's click that one off. Let's get things cleaned up a little bit. All right. Let's see if that one generated the title. Wheel fiddle faddle. All right, let's try this again. Sometimes things don't go like we planned. Y'all get my drift though, right? You see what I'm talking about? It may be that obviously messed up a step. Denver's dog wisdom, and I'm going to make it black. Okay, I'm going to go down here and make this one black. And did you notice, you don't really, this is old habit of mine of highlighting when I want to make a change. You don't have to highlight your text. You can go in and just, for instance, just have your cursor there and it'll make the change for you. You don't have to highlight. That's an old habit. This old dog's having to learn a lot of new tricks. Where is the font Sunday? That's the one we use a lot. All right, let's do that. And let's, what else did I do? Oh yeah, his dog paw, his paw print. Put that in there. You know what? I changed it. I think I want to put it down here by him. And now let's call this DTD2 social media template. Done. I'm going to go ahead and download it just to see if that solves the problem. But anyway, if it doesn't, I'll figure it out. What I want to, the main lesson is getting you to make a template and so that you have a template. So let's see if D2D social media template has everything on there. See if what I said is correct, that the downloading. Aha! downloading does act as the save. So I'm going to change all my lessons from now on to be sure and tell you to download. Okay? And the thing about this is, even though you've got it as the template and you want to make a little change, let's say you want to have a different one to where you use, you want to have two templates. Whoops. You want to have maybe a square and then a circle. And you can bring down the transparency. Okay. Whoops. You're going to want to send that to the back so that your text will come forward. And I think what I'm going to do on this particular is Denver's Dog Wisdom. I'm going to bring that up here, and I am going to have his paw print right there. I think what I'll do is, okay, that'll work. Anyway, so I'll have two social media templates, one with a circle, one with a square. If I wanted to get real fancy, I would do tests to see if one caused more engagement than the other. But we're not going to go that deep. Main thing here is getting those templates. Now, that was a real sweet, cute, fun one. But let's say that you don't have a children's book. Let's say you have a very serious adult book, a nonfiction that's trying to, help somebody with a problem. It's the same concept. You're going to make a Facebook post, and then, you're going to want two things already uploaded. I think it's real important to have an image of your book. That just gets it branded in people's mind, that you are promoting this book, especially if you're building these for your book launch promotion and you're trying to get everybody excited about the book, a few days or a month before the book actually releases. So we'll go back to uploads where I had already uploaded the image. If you remember in one of the other lessons, I had uploaded the image that I used for the background of my book. So I'm going to put that image on here because I think it's a very peaceful image, but it's, I have to play with the size a little bit here, but it speaks a lot to what my book topic is about, which it's the Creative Prayer Journal. So here's how I want to show you how to make a really simple, easy social media template. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the one that I had created, and I can just show you the different elements. I did several different ones. Here is the main one that I'm going to be using for some social media posts that have to do with the prayer journal. And that's, the main thing, the main elements that you want is a pretty image. You want a place to put social media type posts. Now, those can be a quote from your book or just a quote that inspires you that kind of maybe ties in with the book. You're going to want your book image. And then you want something that drives them to go to your book. Now, in mine, I'm really trying to build traffic just to my website in general, not specifically about the book. So I have, and I'm going to redo all this, but I just want to show you the main element is you want something to drive people to your website that they'll want for free. And I'm going to redo mine, but these are the elements. Image, place for the quote, picture of your book, or your free opt-in offer, what you want to get them there. And then if you want, your name or your brand, your author name, your author branding, okay? Now, the way you get those elements is really simple, okay? That looked like a lot of stuff that I threw out at you. You've got your pretty image. We've already done previously, the see, does that look familiar? Okay. The only thing I did on mine, I changed the color. I went to my color palette and I chose a color. And the thing about it is that, there's all these different shapes. There's a lot of pretty shapes. And so, think about your audience. If you notice mine, I used this little swoopy thing here just because I thought it looked a little bit softer and more feminine. So, you could use even, since there's a flower right back there, I could drop in this flower. And did you see where the pink is already there? When you've chosen different colors, Canva saves those colors for you. So I could put that there. Now, the thing about that is that this doesn't leave me very much room for putting any wording. I love the look of that, but I can't, if I go much bigger, I could make it work. And I might do it just for this, just to show you how you can, but look, there's a lot of little swoopies. Okay, I'm going to delete that one. Told y'all this is live and raw and just showing you how I'm kind of creating and how you can just play around. If you're like me, though, you've got to limit your play time. I can get lost on this for a long time and kind of forget to get in my writing words for the day. That's why I have to kind of batch my time. Okay, I kind of like that. That's pretty. That could be a pretty social media post. Then the next thing that we want is, I want that solid bar color down at the bottom where I can type the wording for like my opt-in offer or something like that. So I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to go and choose my pink, and I'll just leave that pink color there. And then now here's where you want to look. So I know that I want my image of my book. I'm always trying to promote that book right now. So I have to sit here and think about, does that orange really go with this pretty pink color? And it kind of doesn't, which is why it doesn't to me. And that's why I had chosen an orangey color, a peach color. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to change to the peach. And I just think that is a little bit more appealing because of the color of my book image. And then, I can type in my information, and you may have something different. I've got right now, well, I'm giving these lessons while I'm in the middle of redoing some stuff, so I hate to put anything that somebody might see and go to my website and then there's not anything there. So I'm going to go ahead and put Kim Stedman Boost and get my free hacks to health and happiness. And I think what I'm going to even do, because I am going to use this, but I'm going to make that a little bit smaller because I'm going to use this with, I'm going to put some quotes in here, and I really want the quote to kind of pop more, to be bigger. Anyway, that's all I'm going to put. I'm not even going to put that branding stuff up there at the top, but you can. And if you want to, look at some of these neat things that they have. Like they've got this one called the New Yorker. Whoa. And you can come down here, make that a little smaller so that it fits. You know, I could, and that one doesn't stretch out. Forget that. Whoops. I forgot. Oh, here's one that could be used. Oh, uh-oh. I got in a hurry. I'm just so glad that Canva is so easy to use, because even when you hurry and make a mistake, it's easy to replicate and get things fixed again. I'm going to go back. We're going to make that peach. We're going to send that to the back. And now everything's magically back where it was supposed to be. Now that's what I wanted to delete. I wanted to delete that because I wanted to come over here and see if this one would be sufficient. Nah, that one's not going to be. Well, anyway, you can play around with some of these text and use them, you know, for different things, for different. But anyway, this is enough to kind of get you going to where you can really make some nice graphics. Now, if you don't have the graphic to your book, or maybe your book doesn't have an image like that, maybe your is more just a solid color type image, you know, with the wording and everything. Think about what your book is about, and so go to the you know, there's two places that you can look for images. Unsplash is one. Hold on. Unsplash is one place that all of these are royalty-free images for you to use. And the image that I used for my book, I actually found on Unsplash. Okay, they have gorgeous, gorgeous images. But there's a lot of other places. And so you can go to LibreStock, LibreStock.com. And, oh, there it is. So, oh, don't error out. They search free stock photo websites, photos that you can use for your social medias, for your book. They're do whatever you want. I mean, I've gone and I've read. You read for yourself so that you feel confident. But let's see. Oh, it says it's currently offline because the site uses, you can get a snapshot. Oh, they're offline right now. Well, how am I supposed to? Well, anyway, you can put in here a search word. So let's say your book is about things to help somebody that is stressed. It's a book about stress, managing stress in the workplace. So there's a good image about the workplace. This guy is not only in the workplace, but he's traveling and he's got, you know, his laptop, so he's working. But I flipped back to Unsplash to show you how you can, let's just type in workplace and see what type of images come up. See if there's any that kind of resonate with you and what the message of your book about managing stress in the workplace. And you can use an image that is kind of relates to your book as your social media template. There's all kind of different, let's see, the workplace, the workplace. Let's see what that brings up. You know, I'm thinking managing stress in the workplace, so I'm thinking somebody, you know, sitting at a desk with a lot of, okay, like if your book was written managing stress in the workplace and your demographic was like the the 20 to 30-year-old, maybe the 20 to 30-year-old male, this would be a stellar image to use. Download it, use it on, and put the graphic on there, and put that square and use the transparency, and that would be a fun, eye-catching image to use. This would be a clean, crisp, managing stress in the workplace. This looks like a managed desk to me. It's organized, it's clean, they've got their phone, their watch, they're ready for action. So just kind of look and think about the, this could also be a good image, just go through there and don't panic. What you're just looking for is just an eye-catching image that will appeal to your market. So once again, know your reader, okay? So that is, the core basics of making some social media templates to promote your book or your free opt-in offer using Canva. All right? We are going to call this one a wrap. See y'all later.